All right, welcome back into Tavern Takes. I'm Josh, and I'll be your host today. I am back from vacation, back in the cold.
Welcome
I'm
back.
joined. Thank you, sir. I'm joined by Sawyer and Cole, and then we will get Will eventually, I believe, per as long as he fixes his TV on the wall problem. So,
But let's be honest, Josh. You got the only two people who are relevant in our group chat in the playoffs anymore on the pod. So,
That's a fair point.
and the three that are relevant for Wildcard Weekend, which is, well, I mean, I guess outside of you, Cole, because you
oh
are
yeah,
lucky
true.
enough,
It is
lucky
the three
enough
for
to have
wild card weekend.
the bye week for you. But anyway, I'm joined by Sawyer and Cole, and we are going to recap the NFL wildcard weekend. So, um, let's just jump right into it. I will say that I only watched like two games, so I might need you guys' help on this because I was on a beach sipping dirty bananas the whole weekend. So,
I was in a
um,
sports book on Saturday watching full live.
and Sawyer was probably sick watching.
No, I didn't get sick till yesterday, but
Oh,
I
okay.
was I was feeling 100% while watching ball this
Oh,
weekend.
that's good.
It was a great weekend of ball watching.
It was to be fair,
It was an
all
awesome.
those games except Page. Oh wow,
I was
all
gonna
those
say
games except the last two were good.
we got four of the six games really good. So let's dive into it. Let's start it off with Rams Panthers, and I'll just say this is my little tidbit on this before you guys can kind of go into it more. When I did check the score, the Panthers were winning, and it was late in the game, and I definitely thought Carolina was going to win.
All right, let me take this. Let me take this first.
Go ahead.
Sitting in a sports book in Rockford, Illinois, and I sit down at about 2:30. I sit next to a 49ers fan. It's like, whoa, what are the chances? I'm in Illinois. Him and I chatted up. Rams fan comes in behind us, sits behind us. We all start chatting it up. NFC West, whatever. He was pretty confident going into the game, and I can't lie, I was hyping him up too because I didn't think, that first game with the Rams and the Panthers had, I believe it's three turnovers, two picks, and a forced fumble on the last drive of Stafford, and they completed three fourth downs, I believe, in that game. So, that's kind of fluky to begin with. I I said on this podcast that the Panthers would cover because it's a playoff game, whatever. I did not expect it to be that close. Um, the interesting thing out of this game is Stafford's hand. I think that's kind of the most maybe not most. Like Bryce Young showed up. I think that's the other thing I had to take at the beginning of the year. The Panthers would compete for a playoff spot. I've never been more right, but completely wrong about a take in my life. Like that is not how I expected the Panthers to get into the playoffs. So I'm not going to sit here and gloat, but I do think Bryce Young showed up. Like he played well. Josh, you didn't get to watch it, but he had a pick. They missed a fourth down, couple fourth downs, but I don't know how much more you could have asked out of Bryce in that game. I don't know. Sorry, tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, he did go 21 of 40. I mean, he's hovering around 50%.
He did enough to keep that team in the game. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it wasn't
he made
great.
some big throws late. I don't think
Yeah.
he was awesome in the first like three quarters of this game by
No,
any.
I'm
He
not
was
saying he
fast.
was like a world beater or anything, but like
He probably
he
left
did enough to keep him around.
He
You
probably
know?
left 60, 70 yards in the first half on the field for Ted just by underthrows. But
No, I agree. I'm not saying he was like great or even good, but he did enough, I guess is my point.
yeah, I mean he was good for Bryce Young. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what you're trying to say. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, that is what I'm
But
trying to say.
but I think the biggest story out of this game by far is what the hell is
Rams
going on with the
defense.
Rams defense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Well,
reliable unit for the first half of this year. Really, the first three quarters of this year,
well, I
and
can tell you,
kind
I
of
can
sucked.
tell you what it is. they lost to Keel Witherspoon in the first. I think it was the first half, which is their best corner. And I compare their secondary to Green Bay's. They don't have a good secondary. They have a good when Verse. Who's 95? Why can't I think of his name? Brandon Fisk, and they got another guy off the edge that young that can cause hell, that can actually provide a good pass rush. But that
Who'd have
secondary
thought?
has been suspect all year. That secondary has never been good. They don't have the name guys.
Manuel Forbes has had a decent year.
It literally reminds me of Green Bay's secondary because it honestly reminds me of Green Bay's defense in whole when they're healthy. Except Green Bay's defense is better with Parsons, but
It's close.
they have a really good pass rush, but they have no secondary. They can be had in the secondary. And that has been a common theme all year. And as a Seahawks fan, I'm going to sit here and say we exploited it because Sam had 4 picks against them. But teams with more proven quarterbacks, and even a Bryce Young who can avoid that initial pressure and spin out of it and make plays, have given the Rams problems all year. Their offense has just been so good that it makes up for it. That back end can be had.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll talk about their game with the Bears later, but obviously an issue in their next game.
Josh, you don't have anything else, Sawyer? You got anything else? I know you said you didn't watch it, so
I kind of score watched. I didn't actually watch because I couldn't. So
I will say that Colby Parkinson catch,
That catch and throw.
that was a really, really good catch and throw. Stafford hit his hand multiple times on the helmet of an offensive lineman,
Yeah.
and you would have thought maybe it was an issue, but I believe the stat was he was 11 of 26 before that happened. And let's not forget, Puka dropped, as great as Puka is, he right before half the Rams could have scored a touchdown if Puka just catches that ball.
Yeah, he dropped
And
it.
it probably puts it out of reach. And he just flat out dropped it. Stafford couldn't have threw the ball any better. He put it pretty much right in the breadbasket. And that was kind of a big thing too. And then the other thing you got to watch out for with the Rams, and we'll allude to it in the Bears game, is their special teams is a problem. Block kicks, block punts, punt return touchdowns. The Rams special teams is an issue.
Yeah. I mean, they were a no doubt favorite for me out of the NFC about a month ago. And
yeah, completely agree.
They're not there now.
I picked them then. I wouldn't say that they're still not there now. But go ahead. Let's Josh, go ahead. Move on next game.
Well, I would say just the no doubt aspect. You could still see them win, but no doubt is
it's no longer now I'm not sure, but
right, yeah. I think they could definitely still get to the Super Bowl for sure. But
I still have the Rams. But go ahead. Let's move on.
You still have the Rams, or you have the Rams now because you had the Eagles before.
Did I?
Yeah, you had the Eagles last week.
Okay, so I have the Rams now. Sorry. Forgot I made that pick.
I mean, I also had the Eagles, but
I got the Rams now.
Yeah, we can move on to the next game, I guess.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it or what?
First things first, I just want to say, all right, so yes, Bears 31, Packers 27.
Here we go.
What a game.
I'll let you two go first, but I do just want to say this. Shout out my cousin Kyle for letting me FaceTime in and watch with him. He's a Bears fan.
Megan's talking shit in the background. Sorry, Josh. Go ahead.
I didn't hear.
Vikings fan. There's no way she likes the Bears.
Yeah,
she's a Vikings fan, so I'm not exactly sure what she has
to
say.
Well, here I'm gonna go this route then, real quick. Let me steer off the road for a second. I have met probably 3 or 4 Vikings fans on the trip to St. Lucia, all of which were rooting for the Packers way harder than they were rooting for the Bears.
That's wild because my wife
All of
is definitely would rather have the Bears win.
Because those Viking fans that I spoke to were all like, yeah, like, we hate both of you guys. But like Bears fans have become so like like the most annoying
Insufferable.
fan base. Yes, insufferable. And they were very hardcore rooting for the Packers. But anyway, shout out my cousin Kyle letting me FaceTime in. Only way I could watch. That was a clutch setup, even though you're a Bears fan. And I also watched the game with my guy Khalik. Khalik, if you're listening, that would be awesome. I know I told you about the podcast. I really hope you're chiming in. You are also a Bears fan, but you're probably my favorite Bears fan in this world because you were the most respectful Bears fan to a Packers fan I've ever met in my life. But anyway,
I'll go first.
I'll let you guys go first, then I'll throw my opinion last. But Cole, go ahead.
So we're gonna play a little 100% blame here, right? So I'm gonna divide up the blame here, and we can go from there because I know Josh has multiple comments. But where this blame goes, and I know Sawyer does too.
Wait. Let me go first then, because we're not gonna
go ahead.
We're gonna get into all Packers, and it just has to be said that Caleb Williams is a fucking dog.
Yeah, I agree.
Down the
Completely agree.
Of that game,
Josh only wants to say he's good in the fourth quarter and he's awful, but he just does what he needs to do.
He was horrible in the first half. Like
he was absolutely horrible. But I think like watching the game, like I had a sense of it, like just don't feel like this game is over. Like you just like watching him, you have confidence in him because he's such a special athlete. And like he seems so dialed in right now. Like the dude just wants it, and he looks awesome. He's awesome to watch.
Can I just like quick add to what you
go,
just
Josh?
said?
Go, Josh. Go.
Can I just quick add to what you said about what you actually this sticks out to me because I was actually saying it. When you said the game never felt like it was actually over, I was saying the exact same thing. When it was when it was 21-3, I was watching. Mind you, I was watching with two Bears fans who were both saying, "Oh, you're going to Seattle." Da da da. I told them no because I'm like, this is exactly us losing would be exactly the like Packer thing to do this year is blow a double-digit lead. We did it 4 times this year. And this would be exactly what the Bears do is win in the fourth quarter. So, but anyway, yeah, keep going.
All right, I'll blame. I got my pie chart blame ready to go. All right, I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 25% Brandon McManus because that dude costs you 7 points.
Yep, could maybe even go higher.
Pretty sure.
I would definitely go higher, but
okay. No, I'm going 25 there. I'm going 25% Jeff Hafley because he doesn't get, as much as the injuries are a big deal, he doesn't get out of the scotch-free. You don't get 25 points in a quarter. I don't really care who you're playing. You don't get out of here with that. I'm gonna give. Oh, so I got 50. I'm gonna give 30% to your wide receivers for dropping balls that Jordan Love threw very well.
What about the Romeo Doubs one-handed catch? That should subtract at least 1%. You should go down to
hold on. I gave 30 there, and I'm giving 20% to Jordan Love because he makes 55. He makes
Matt LaFleur?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I screwed that up.
Matt LaFleur gets 0. Jordan Love gets less than Hafley. I don't know, buddy.
Nah. All right.
I'm so curious on where you're going.
Hold on. Let's redo this. 25% Brandon McManus, 50% your coaching staff as a whole. So that puts me at 75. Let's give 20% to the receivers and 5% to Jordan Love.
Okay,
that's where I'm at.
That I can ride with. I can live with that.
All
Sawyer,
right,
any arguments?
I'm trying to jot mine out here. I'm going. What did you end up giving Halfley?
Well, I ended up giving the
He
coaching staff
retracted
50%.
He retracted halfway and said
looped
the
them-
whole coaching
You
staff.
looped them together.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do
Yeah.
that too. I'll stick 25% McManus. You have to make those kicks, especially the extra point. Like I get you miss a field goal, whatever. But if you make the extra point, you only need a field goal at the end. And
you're up 12, making them have to score 2 touchdowns rather than a
right. So they can't kick
a field goal. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened.
Right. And that was huge, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is make the fucking extra point, and it's a completely different game.
Honestly, the game might be over if you just make the extra point.
Might be.
But
they are in slow down territory and all that then. So maybe.
Yeah, I know, but theoretically, it's much harder.
But either way, a lot of the blame for Brandon McManus for sure. No disputing that there.
Quarter of the blame.
Coaching staff, I'll go a quarter of the blame as well. I don't think you can blame Halfley a ton. Like Caleb Williams was just making great plays. It wasn't like with the defensive linemen they had, like you weren't going to sack Caleb Williams down the stretch of that game. It just wasn't going to happen. Like he's just better than the players he was playing against. So I don't know how much blame.
But LaFleur, you're really going to give.
So I'm giving that 25% to LaFleur. He's
okay. All right. So you go 25% Halfley, 25% LaFleur.
Inexplicably, no, it's Halfley gets 0%. LaFleur gets 25%.
Oh,
he inexplicably runs the entire second half offense out of the shotgun. I still don't know why.
When under center was working the entire first
they dominated under center in the first half.
Yeah.
Inexcusable. But the other 50% goes to the quarterback. Why?
Wow.
Because that's how the NFL works.
Okay.
He had the ball with plenty of time to go win the game, and he didn't do it. He gets paid $55 million a year. If you can't drive down the field and win the game, what are you paying him all that money for?
Let me ask you this.
The reason there's holes in the roster is because you pay one guy $55 million.
Let me ask you this, Sawyer. Let me ask you this. So first things first and foremost, the $55 million thing I just can't stand. I mean, only simply because that's the quarterback market. You know that, I know that, everybody knows that. You're either paying your quarterback or resetting. That's the way the NFL works, right?
And some teams choose to reset, and they're better off for it.
Right, but we would not have been in that scenario. So
Malik Willis probably wins that game.
Malik Willis wasn't on the team when we gave him the contract, so
he probably would have won that game. You could have been paying him $5 million a year.
Absolutely not. Are we forgetting that with I have the timestamps too? So Cole, when we talked about this, I have the timestamps to prove my point here. Are we forgetting that when Jordan Love threw an absolute dime to Jaden Reed and he drops it with 44 seconds left, arguably a walk-in touchdown. Drop.
Yeah,
ball.
I just didn't feel like it was a walk-in touchdown, but
Okay,
that was not
fine.
sober at that point.
44 seconds.
I was not sober at that point.
44 seconds left. 44 seconds left, and you're Jesus Christ. 44 seconds left, and you're putting him on at least the 5. At least. If it's not a walk-in touchdown, fine. He had probably 15 yards in front of him. That was at the Chicago 23. 44 seconds left. You drop the ball. That's going to get you at least in reaching point of the end zone with 35 seconds left on the clock, 30 seconds left on the clock. Okay. Let us not forget. Here it says 19 seconds. 19 seconds. Love throws a very catchable ball to Christian Watson in the end zone that he misses. And that was across the plane.
That would have been a tough-ass catch.
Sure, it would have been.
And if he puts it on him, it's a touchdown.
He did put it on him. It hit him right in the hands.
He threw it high. If he puts that on
Go watch it. Go watch it. It hit him right in the hands.
It's a touchdown.
Jesus Christ. Go watch it.
I've seen the play 20 times. If he puts it on his chest, it's a touchdown.
Or Christian Watson can just go up for it. He literally Sawyer hit him right here. It hit him in the fucking
as he was jumping in the air. Yeah.
Low key,
just go get it.
Key before we move on from this point, Christian Watson's got a little Brian Thomas Jr. in him at the end of that game. I don't think we can deny that.
Doesn't love
Little.
Cole,
I don't want to get hit.
Could Christian Watson have caught that ball? Yes or no?
I never said he couldn't have caught it. I just say
Josh,
Go catch it.
I just told you I don't remember the play. So
just
no,
saying,
I cannot.
Tom Brady puts that in his chest, and it's a touchdown.
I guess I just always forget that winning and losing is just a quarterback thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, honestly, I'm sorry, but it is.
It's okay. So CJ
Josh,
Stroud gets that win against the Steelers. Come on.
Sawyer just said he wanted CJ Stroud benched
Sawyer
at half.
Sawyer
in our
just
group
said yes.
chat.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sawyer just
game,
said yes.
He did enough to win the game. He doesn't get paid $55 million. Our roster is
you were
fucking
calling
awesome.
for Mills. Shut the fuck up. This is so
Sawyer,
You're
you're
fucking awesome because he doesn't get paid $55 million.
He's going to anyway.
Yeah, he's going to.
And then he'll need to make
I hate to break that to you.
That's so fucking
I hate to break that to you, but he will.
dumb.
And then the
He's
standard
gonna
will be
demand
completely
that.
different for him. But right now,
That's so
he can
dumb.
suck, and we can still win games because our roster is fucking awesome.
Your
He's not
defense is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Not your roster.
well, yeah, I mean, that's part of the roster.
That's part of the roster.
I
Okay.
can't argue that. As someone
I'm
who has
just-
Sam Darnold as his quarterback, I'm not going to argue that.
But I ain't sitting here saying that CJ Stroud deserves to win that game. Fuck no.
I mean, which of the two quarterbacks in this game deserve to win?
And
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams or Jordan Love? Who deserved to win the game?
deserve to win? I'll take the guy who threw 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks.
Yeah, but Caleb made the plays when it mattered. That's
Okay, but
that's,
you're just
that's
asking.
my biggest
sorry,
issue with
stop,
Jordan
stop.
Love. That's my biggest issue with Jordan Love. Is
Okay.
he just didn't make the plays when it mattered.
If you're doing blind resume thing,
He was
you're
awesome
looking at
in the first half. He's so
hold on. But if you're doing that, the deserve the wing thing, and you're doing this blind resume thing, isn't anybody gonna pick the guy that's 325 yards?
No,
4
Josh.
touchdowns?
No, Josh, because
listen.
Patrick Mahomes is probably the biggest case study with this last couple of years. He hasn't had the numbers, but when you needed it, he showed up. And I can't. I'm sorry. There's no part of me.
Listen, can I actually try to debate this?
Go.
Listen, because when you're saying deserve to win, I'm in my head goes blind resume, right? So blind resume being Jordan Love's box score versus Caleb Williams' box score in terms of deserving to win.
You think
right?
the stats tell the entire story, is what you're saying.
For Jordan Love, it basically did.
Yeah, I want to see the second half stats.
This is so dumb.
Buddy, would it matter? When it mattered, he couldn't make throws. I'm sorry.
Love made the 4th and 8th.
When it mattered, he made the throws, though. That's the thing.
Would it mattered he threw a screen pass to Matthew Golden, who made the play himself?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a great play by Matthew Golden. That's
and Jordan Love didn't have to do anything other than throw a screen pass.
You're
Romeo
picking
Dobbs
one
one-handed
play.
catch. You overthrew him. It was an incredible catch.
You're picking one play though but then you're missing the point on the 2 plays that would have been scoring plays if his wide receivers didn't drop it. I mean,
Christian
that's
Watson
my
could have made a
point.
better throw. I'm sorry, he could.
This is the problem. If Josh Allen
So fucking
or
stupid.
Patrick Mahomes are in that situation, who get paid similar to what Jordan Love makes. Josh Allen's throwing to fucking Malik Shavers and who am I missing? Who's number 10? Khalid Shakir, and he's going on the road and winning playoff games with a completely depleted. He's got no receivers. Half his running backs were dead, and he went on the road and beat a better Jacksonville team than Chicago is. That's what we're getting at.
So
That's what we're getting at.
Let me ask you this, because I've done this song and dance with the Packers, probably in Matt LaFleur's entire coaching era, really. Even when he had Rodgers, are you going to sit here and say Rodgers never deserved to win any of those games?
Dude, Sean McDermott was a loss away from getting fired.
Just simply because Aaron Rodgers lost, he didn't deserve to win those games? Are you telling me that?
A lot of the playoff games he blew. The Giants game, what did they score?
Okay.
The last
Bucs game,
49ers game.
The Bucks game, what did he do?
Matt LaFleur made an awful decision on 4th down.
The Seattle game, what did he do? Oh, well, that wasn't Matt LaFleur, I guess, but
he had plenty of chance. He had plenty of chances in that Seattle game to put that shit away long before it came down to that.
I went too far back in the Matt LaFleur era, but
that wasn't even Matt LaFleur. That was McCarthy. But
I know
Rodgers, trust me, as a Seattle fan, he had plenty of time to put that shit away long before he threw picks. They didn't.
But you never answered my question. Did Aaron Rodgers deserve to win any of his playoff games that he lost, or did he just simply not deserve them because he lost?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think the teams that he lost to deserve to lose them. So, yeah, he deserved to lose them.
Oh, so he's just, a horrible quarterback. He got paid big time, too.
No one said he's horrible.
He won a Super Bowl, and he's won a shit ton of playoff games in his life.
But my point being is that, he lost a playoff game, so he's a bad quarterback who gets paid $55 million, right? I mean,
Love's
only lost playoff games. Yeah,
Jordan Love is a Dallas Cowboys playoff game away from not deserving that $55 million.
I mean, they would have paid him anyway. Again, this is the quarterback market. This is my point. Like, the quarterback market justifies the money, not the quarterback himself necessarily.
But the head coach,
you guys know
quarterback.
You think this is a good point, but it's not. It's a terrible decision by your organization to pay him, and it's showing up every year.
Terrible. We're either resetting the clock like 5 years, or
you're mad because your team's at home, and that's when it shows up.
I was actually not really that mad because I was on vacation and got over it pretty quick. It was pretty easy for me to not be mad.
You seem really not mad.
Because
Josh, your head coach and your quarterback are unproven. And I'm not saying mine aren't. I'm not saying mine aren't by whatsoever any stretch of the imagination. We'll have this conversation next week if Seattle loses the 49ers. No doubt about it. But they're unproven. They're literally like the only reason Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love get paid money is that Dallas Cowboys game. That's one game. That is one game as to why they get paid what they do.
Josh, should the Dolphins have paid Tua?
Yeah, sure. Because at the time, that was the best that they had. I mean, it's the quarterback market.
Terrible analysis, but okay.
No. Walk away from that one. Not Tua. No, not Tua.
But my point, like, you guys like to bring up Malik Willis, right? Who wasn't even on the team when the contract even happened.
He would have won that game, by the way.
Who did the Dolphins have behind Tua? Should they have just let him go? I mean, or
yeah, but they could have picked someone else up. They could have not paid him an astronomical amount of money to get concussed every year. I mean, that's a bad example.
But that was before that even happened.
Already beyond the next guy.
No, they paid him after the concussions.
Point being, it's a quarterback market dollar that creates it, not the fucking quarterback himself.
We could have bottomed out and got Drake May.
We wouldn't have bottomed out, though. We weren't in a position to bottom out. You knew you were going to sign Jordan Love, or you knew you were going to give him that anyway because he was behind. Like, this is who your project guy was.
You didn't have to give him $55 million. You didn't have to give him $55 million.
Then he was walking anyway, and we're stuck.
No, you could have signed him to the 5th year.
We did.
And you could have made it.
We did sign him to the 5th year. Then we extended him.
Jordan Love was not getting $55 million from a different franchise.
Okay. Either way, to put 50% of the blame on Love is absolutely fucking ridiculous. I mean,
he had the ball with a chance to win and he didn't win. What do you want?
I wouldn't put 50. I wouldn't put 50 on him. I wouldn't put 50.
That's where you make your money.
I was even sitting with like a Bears fan who would argue you to teeth and bone to that. I mean, that's just atrocious.
Guess what? He's wrong too.
Because you're always right about Jordan Love, right? That's
so far. I've been undefeated.
One thing before we move on.
So I'm right.
The soft ass Packer fans, and I'm not saying it's you, Josh, that are bitching about Ben Johnson going in the locker room and saying fuck the Packers, it's got to be the biggest Charmin soft take I've ever seen in my life, considering Aaron Rodgers, after he scores a touchdown, points to the Bears fans and goes, "Fuck you, I own you." And you got Packer fans complaining and wanting apologies from one of your bigger like the Pack cast with Nagler and Corey Vanke. Corey Vanke's like, "Oh, that's so unprofessional."
I don't
Like,
really listen to them,
like,
so.
like the only reason that's brought to light is because we have social media these days. I guarantee you, every NFL coach in a rival game is saying F those guys after the game. Like that's just that's a Charmin soft take. Like you
But
I think that's a really small percentage of Packer fans who are actually
yeah,
upset.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, like
I
I
could
said,
honestly care less. Like
I
I could
said it
really
wasn't you. I said it wasn't you, but
but I think Sawyer's right though. I think you see it because social media. Like I don't
yeah,
really necessarily think a whole lot of us give a shit that he said it. I mean, I could care less.
I would hope Matt LaFleur, if you guys won that game, went in the locker room and said the same exact thing. That's great for the rivalry.
But like I guess we're like you guys like said the like Rodgers v Love comparison's bad. I think the Rodgers v Ben Johnson comparison is not even close because Rodgers owned him his entire career, is a Hall of Famer, is a Super Bowl winner. Ben Johnson, I mean, like, what have you done so far yet? I mean,
he said he wanted to beat the Packers twice a year, and here we are. He beat them. First year, beat them twice. I don't know how you deny that. They're the kings of the North.
Shout out Ben Johnson for making that rivalry interesting again. Because
yeah, right,
now when we're
right.
forced
Like
to watch
it's
it on
fun.
prime time, at least it won't be
It's fun.
I actually
it's
will.
Fun now.
That I will agree with you on. Actually, I had a conversation with the guy at the resort. He was an Eagles fan, I think. I told him
they're in hell.
I told him that I really very much enjoy this rivalry more this year than I ever have because the Bears are semi-relevant and
rivalries are fun, dude.
The Lions and Vikings have kind of like, fallen off, taken their back step. And I just feel like these are the two like historical teams in the North that have always been the North.
I can take these headphones off if you got comments.
These are the two. So it's more fun this way. It's definitely
wife out here throwing shade from the background.
And as somebody who doesn't like either of these teams and is forced to watch them play on primetime all the time, I'm glad at least it'll be interesting. Versus the Packers just winning every game.
Yeah, true. All right, move on, Josh.
Bills. Jags. Again, I didn't watch much, if at all. I just kind of score watch. But like I said, the Carolina game, I'll say the Jags game. I looked when the Jags were up. I thought the Jags were going to win. That's kind of all I got.
This is a really good game.
Sawyer, before you go, because you're going to have to lead the way, so I'm going to get my little comments out. I feel like the biggest play of the game was before I fell asleep and took my nap, when the Bills fumbled that kickoff, and then the Jaguars went for it on fourth down, and Trevor Lawrence's shin was down or whatever, and they turned it over. Speaking from what I saw, I feel like, and even re-listened to and watched or whatever, it's kind of the turning point of the game because Jacksonville could have went up like 14-3, 17-3.
I think it would have been 17.
If they kicked a field goal, it would have been 17, right? Or if they would have scored a touchdown. I don't remember exactly what the score was at that point.
It would have went from 13-3 to 16-3. So.
Okay. So I agree with going for it, but that whole shin down thing completely changed everything.
They score a touchdown and it's 20-3. Then But yeah, no, I agree. That was definitely a turning point in the game. I still think the Bills would have had a chance. There was a lot of time left, but obviously it was a huge play in the game. Really, my biggest takeaway from this game was honestly kind of similar to the Packer game with Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was pretty good in the first 3 quarters of this game, like made all the throws, kind of after the shin situation where it was honestly a really good play by him. And, if his shin's not down, it's a really good scramble first down, and they probably get a touchdown there. But after that, throws a couple picks. Actually, the first pick came in the first half. That was a bad throw, but throws the pick at the end. And it was just like, to me, it just came down to, it was two pretty evenly matched teams. One had Josh Allen, the other had Trevor Lawrence. And there was just no doubt that once it got into the back and forth, who's got the ball last type of situation, that the Bills were going to win. And obviously the Jags did end with the ball last, but Trevor throws the pick to lose the game. And it's the better quarterback won. That's what happened in this game. It was a fun game to watch. Jags defense is really good. The Jaguars it's fun for me being a Jaguars hater because now, like, oh, you lost in the first round of playoffs. Trevor Lawrence threw an interception on the last play. Like, you blew the game again. So I can chalk shit to Jaguar fans, but the Jaguars are coming. That's a really good football team. I still don't really believe in the quarterback, but it's a really good football team. Liam Cohen's a good coach, too. It's the first time Jacksonville's maybe ever had one of those.
I gotta say, I was a doubter in Liam Cohen, and he might win Coach of the Year. I mean, there's a real chance he wins Coach of the Year.
He's not winning Coach of the Year because of what happened. But I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. It's probably going to be Ben Johnson.
They were 4-13 last year.
Yeah,
I know, but it's probably going to be Ben Johnson. Especially if they win.
I think it'll be Vrabel, but
I actually think it'll be Vrabel too. But
Vrabel's got to beat the Texans. Vrabel's got to beat the Texans. Tell you what,
the Coach of the Year
already voted on Coach of the Year.
It's not a playoff
it's already
award.
done.
Yeah, it gets voted on at the end of the regular season.
Yeah, it's not a playoff award. It's a regular season award.
I would argue Mike McDonald should be in the talks.
Yeah, I think there's like 5 or 6 guys. Shanahan should be in there.
Definitely Shanahan.
Yeah,
but
Shanahan probably blew it in Week 18. Unfortunately for him,
it's going to be Cohen or Vrabel because it's always like a team that sucked last year and was good this year.
Who's good this year? Yeah, and
we had 4 more wins than last year.
Yeah, but you weren't bad enough last year for your coach to win it this year.
Even the argument for Ben Johnson too. Like the Bears were 5-12, I think, last year, and they're 11-6. I mean, that still doesn't trump 4-13 to 12-4. And then Vrabel being like what 3 wins last year, something like that.
14-3.
But like
to go into the 1 seed.
Also, the other thing too is Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson took arguably the same team from the last coaching staff.
Way better off.
And
yeah,
a ton of money in that offense.
Well, yeah. Anyone who employs Shane Waldron is.
If we're doing like the Patriots roster of last year versus the Bears roster of last year, I'm taking the Patriots being the worst roster last year. Yeah, for sure.
The roster wasn't that much different. If you literally look at it,
so that's a better argument. So that's a better argument for Vrabel then.
No, because the Bears roster wasn't that much different either.
Way better offensive line this year.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did. Yeah. Okay. All right. I submit I'm wrong. I'm wrong on that one.
49ers, Eagles. RIP George Kittle. That's really tough. Being 32 years old and tearing your Achilles in the playoffs. That's brutal.
I do love what he did though. Did you see that they like immediately went down to the locker room with a bottle of tequila? He's like, "Oh yeah, I tore my Achilles. I'm getting drunk and watching the rest of this game." Like, mad respect. I hate the 49ers, but I respect the hell out of that. I mean, I can't sit here and say I don't.
That's a man right there.
Yeah, right. Like, hey, my season's over. Maybe my career's over.
Maybe your career, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and down a bottle of tequila while I watch the rest of this game. Like, that's just I love him for that. Like, there's a couple players on the 49ers, and I hate them, but there's a couple players that I can't hate.
Oh, I think I like
Kittle is one of them.
Players. Yeah. Again, I didn't watch much. I definitely thought Philly at home was scary, and I personally, as a Packer fan, I didn't want Philly. Turns out I probably didn't want Chicago either, but whatever. I really didn't want to go to Philly.
Turns out the Eagles were who we thought they were all year.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going. That they are exactly who, we thought they were. and just very inconsistent this year. And they again are going to be searching for an offensive coordinator for like the 5th time in like 5 years.
Yeah,
So,
but if the process holds, Josh, they do this thing where they win a super or they go to a Super Bowl. They have a bad year because they lose their offensive coordinator. They get a good offensive coordinator.
yeah, no,
They go to the
it
Super
is
Bowl.
it is a weird
Again,
cycle of that. Yeah,
it's like a whole weird cycle of I'd watch out for Philly next year.
Yeah, I was as shocked by this one as anyone. I had Philly in the Super Bowl. I thought they would just figure it out. Honestly, watching that game, I felt like they were going to win the majority of it. But yeah, I guess AJ Brown and Nick Sirianni got in a fight on the sidelines. Like,
did they?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh
damn,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
AJ
Yeah.
Brown had a drop, and he was like coming off the field, and Nick Sirianni was trying to get him to come off the field faster, so they didn't have 12 men on the field. And like I don't know, AJ thought
It was a huge
drop or what, but
let's play a
shoot,
little
man.
game. Let's
Missed
play a
that.
little game called Who Does AJ Brown Play For Next Year?
It's not Philly.
back to
Well,
Tennessee.
yeah, it's not Philly.
Back to Tennessee.
Unfortunately, I got New England
I could see New England.
I could very much see
because
New
they'll
England.
pay up. They'll pay up for number one because Stephon Diggs will get 3 other women pregnant, and who the hell knows if they'll be ready to go by next
Who
year.
else could use one?
Could I like say maybe
Cleveland.
I wasn't gonna go Cleveland, but could I maybe like weirdly say Baltimore?
Yeah, that could happen.
I just don't think they have the money.
I'm not sure what I don't know what their money situation is. I just like
It's not good.
kind of
Green
thinking of fit more than
No, I agree with that fit. I 100% agree with that fit. Buffalo's another one.
Green Bay. They like
I don't
Bucks.
think Green Bay needs to spend on a corner more than they need to spend on a wide receiver.
Probably true.
I just can't really see it, to be honest.
Because you're gonna not only are you going to have to, not only are you gonna trade for him, but you're gonna have to pay him.
Yeah, I don't see it.
And Green Bay doesn't have that money.
Oh, we might.
New England does.
When we release everybody, we might. You know.
I could see a Jordan Addison for AJ Brown. Guy keeps getting arrested. Seems like Philly would take a chance on him.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, no, I don't know. I definitely, if I was on the pod, I would have probably kind of rode with the guys and rolled with the Eagles. This one, Sawyer, to piggyback off you, like my original thought probably going into the playoffs was that they were going to figure it out too, just because they have the experience. And
I was not shocked by this
I just kind of
game.
figured that, and I think Nick Sirianni kind of is different in the playoffs versus not, and would have thought maybe, but I guess not. Kyle Shanahan, hats off to Kyle Shanahan, though. He is coached out of his mind this year, and
oh yeah,
not enough people give Robert Salah the credit when they're talking about.
He's gonna get a bag. He's gonna get a bag. He's gonna be a head coach. He deserves to get a bag and a head coach.
He went to the Jets.
Yeah, he just went to the Jets.
Yeah, he's got to go somewhere. If he goes somewhere functional, he'll be a great coach.
Dude, Atlanta with that defense.
Dude,
if Tomlin doesn't go there, or Baltimore,
Baltimore would be sick.
Green Bay, if we get rid of LaFleur,
you're not getting rid of LaFleur. That's a pipe dream.
You're running it back.
Yeah, I know. Actually, pipe dream, real quick. I'm really hoping, because we are probably keeping LaFleur, but assuming that Halfley gets a job, my pipe dream is pay Salah whatever. Give him an empty check. Just give him the empty check.
He won't leave San Francisco. He won't leave Kyle.
He's gonna be a coordinator, yeah.
For another DC job. I don't think he will
either. I don't think he will either. I'm just banking it off of LaFleur and his friendship. Just because
he won't. Yeah, but Kyle Shanahan and him are.
So I know they're tight. They're tight too. I know. Trust
me. If he doesn't get a head coaching job, he's not leaving San Francisco. Much as I'd love him to get the hell out of there.
It's all from the same tree. It's just like I said. That's why I said it's a pipe dream. It's a pipe dream. But Patriots Chargers. This was a stinker. I didn't
Yeah.
watch it. I really didn't have to watch it to know this was a stinker.
I didn't watch it at all, Sawyer. Go ahead.
I watched the entire game, and boy, I wish I wouldn't have. What a waste of time that was. No, it was an awful game. Herbert had no time. Still way
Yeah.
too many people making excuses for him. Like he could have made throws. I don't know.
I was gonna say I went to bed and then woke up and saw the final middle of the night. I was like, oh, glad I didn't entertain the idea of staying up for this.
The funny thing is, this is the only game I actually was able to potentially watch, given like their network over there in St. Lucia, and I chose not to watch it because like the first half was just. Oh, I did watch like the first quarter, first couple minutes of the second.
Was it 3-3 at halftime?
Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, I don't.
6-3. New England got the field goal right before.
Yeah, you saw enough that you were like,
I don't
yeah,
care.
I'm good.
Drake May looked bad against this Chargers defense, which
in the first half, he was good in the second half. His numbers were really good. Yeah, he was.
This game?
No, but I listened to.
He hit Kayshon Boutte wide open twice.
He did miss some throws, but he was 11 for 14 with like a 145 passer rating in the second half.
It was better, don't get me wrong, but he's not. Doesn't exactly.
Yeah, the first half wasn't good.
Very consistent though. Holy shit. 7 receivers caught the ball, all of which had either 2 or 3 receptions, all of which had either like 20 to 30 yards.
Yeah, Ramondre.
Not good. Not good. Like not a good. It's not good, but very consistently bad.
Their weapons just don't scare me at all.
They have no weapons.
And like even like they only give Travion the ball 9 times in this game. Like, I don't know. I guess Mike Vrabel's doing a tough guy, don't trust the rookie in the playoffs type of thing, which please, Mike, do that next week too. But that's really their only dynamic playmaker other than Drake May. Drake May is good with his legs too, but
it's daddy to you, actually.
That's not daddy to me. It's
according to Kay Adams, it's daddy to me. So but yeah, no, just kind of a poopy game. I just didn't care.
Yeah, this game sucked.
Yeah.
The better team was good though.
This other game necessarily wasn't good either. The last one.
Yeah.
Houston, Pittsburgh. I did watch this one on the plane, and like Sawyer said, how you wish that you didn't watch that whole game. I wish I just chose a movie to watch instead of watching, this game, because I watched it mostly because sorry, Sawyer, but like I was rooting for my guy. I wanted Rodgers to get one last crack at it, and he wasn't good. The Steelers weren't good. This was a stinker too, and like I watched when it was, what was the score at half? It was another bad score at half, right?
It was
10 to 6,
7 to 6 or something like that, or 7 to 3.
Might have been 7-6. Yeah, it was 7-6.
And then you guys rattled off, what was it, like? Oh well, 23 points, I guess, in the fourth quarter, and Pittsburgh couldn't do a damn thing. I'm like,
well, their defense rattled off points.
Yeah.
Woody Marks had a touchdown in there.
Your defense outscored Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they did. That's I was proposing the theory to the guys I work with, being my father and Bobby, saying, hey, if the Texans just had to play defense every single possession, how many games do you think they would have won this year?
CJ Stroud just takes knees on offense.
Not even that. It's just like it's always the other team's ball, and we just see if we can get a pick six or a scoop and score. I bet you they could have won like 3 or 4 games.
Dude, our 2 defenses, Sawyer, are so good. Like
it's the best. I've said this like 5 times on the podcast, but this was the classic. Once we got up 10 to 6 and we were up 4, and I was like, oh, okay, game's over. Like they need to score a touchdown. No way they're scoring a touchdown. Game's over.
Hey, you forced Tomlin and Rodgers into retirement, probably.
Probably. That's
well, Tomlin won't retire, but
I mean, we ended the Chiefs dynasty. We ended the Mike Tomlin run in Pittsburgh.
I'm not sure that you ended the Chiefs dynasty.
We did. That Monday night game ended the Chiefs dynasty.
No, him tearing his ACL ended that dynasty.
Yeah, but he played that game though. So
played what game?
Didn't he play in the Houston game?
Mahomes? Yeah,
he
Patrick
did.
Mahomes was fully healthy.
Yeah, like I was actually standing up for Houston. Like he played in that game. So like his ACL injury doesn't allude to what Sawyer's saying.
Yeah, because what you thought they were going to win out if he doesn't tear his ACL.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
if
getting
that,
at. Yeah, like I'm
yeah,
actually
but
agreeing with Sawyer.
if the
And
Texans
actually, the way
don't,
it shook out,
if the Chiefs don't go for that fourth down on their own like 30, the Texans were never scoring another point in that game.
Bro, they were
not what happened though, was it?
Sawyer, you
We
know
did
I'm
go for
right.
it, and we did
Sawyer,
score.
you know I'm right. You
And
know
we
I'm
did.
right. You know I'm right. Don't even deny it.
Cole,
but
you want to know the
even-
last time my team lost a football game? This is a fun game I like to play.
even if Kansas City
When
won
was
that
it?
game,
November 8th, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
You know, I can't. I think my team is pretty close to that too.
Nah, you lost to how long
We
ago was
lost
the Rams game?
the Rams. That Rams game was the last time we lost.
but
I'm sorry,
like,
it was November 2nd, not November 8th.
I'll step into Sawyer's defense a little bit too here though. Like even if Kansas City ended up winning that game, they were only like 6-7 maybe.
Yeah, the way it turned out, they wouldn't have
Like,
made the playoffs because the
they
Chargers,
won-
Texans, and Bills all won out down the stretch. The Chargers only loss was to the Texans. Otherwise,
Like it never would have mattered anyway.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough. Fair enough. We were November 16th.
yeah, that's 2 weeks later.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's so recent. It was almost Thanksgiving already.
But yeah, I mean, just another crappy game, honestly. I mean, it wasn't a good game. Like, congrats, Sawyer, you're moving on, but it wasn't a good game. I mean,
It wasn't a good game, but it was a good encapsulation of what the Texans have done to teams all year. Once we got the scoop and score to go up 17-6, you could see D'Amico on the sidelines just going, wear them out. Wear them out. That's what we do.
Yeah,
Just
you don't
wear
apologize.
teams
You
out.
don't apologize for wins,
Never.
especially in the playoffs.
But yeah, I mean, it
No
was the
matter
biggest
how it
blowout of
looks,
the weekend.
You don't apologize for wins.
Wildcard weekend is, it's always a fun weekend for me. We always blow somebody out. Now it's
You're
time
usually in the
time to fix-
Shakey's game.
It's time to fix.
I was mad. Sawyer, I was mad you weren't in the Shakey's game.
We were too interesting this year. I knew pretty early on. Like once it was apparent that we were going to make the playoffs, I was like, oh man, we're not even going to be the Saturday afternoon game because
You know what I'm
actually make
talking
it.
about, right? The Bill
Yeah.
Simmons Shakey's game.
Saturday afternoon game.
Yep.
well, now that I'm on to basketball season and out of the playoffs, let's move on to the divisional round here. We can make our picks here. Only
Go in
4 games.
order. Go in
Only
order.
4. Oh yeah, I will go in order. Only 4 games to talk about, so this makes it a little easier. Bills Broncos to lead the way on Saturday at 3:30 for the AFC divisional round. I'm going to go the home team though, and I am going to go Denver. That defense is really good. Bills defense is not really good, and as much as I probably trust the Bills offense more, I just trust like Sean Payton, the headhunter himself. That defense and just being at home.
I'm not betting against Josh Allen in the AFC. I can't. I won't. I don't think they win like convincingly or anything. I think this is an extremely close, really good game. But
I think it's close.
I think
I'm
Josh
not
finds a
saying
way.
they're-
I think Josh finds a way.
I'm not sitting here saying Denver's world beaters. I'm envisioning them winning.
I'm gonna take the best quarterback, and that best quarterback is Josh Allen.
Yeah, I have really no idea what's going to happen in this game. It could go either way. It could be a blowout. It could be a close game. I could see the Broncos shitting down their legs. I could see the Broncos just suffocating Josh Allen defensively, and this game not being close that way. And obviously, it probably will end up being a close game. So I'm going to pick the Bills just because I want the Bills to win because I would rather play the Bills than the Broncos personally. Mostly because that game at home. But
Broncos are a 1.5 point favorite too. So
give me the Bills. Give me the Bills to win and the Bills with the points.
Next one, Colby, you're back. Seattle at home against the Niners. Also another interesting game for me, just because, like Sawyer said, I could see this being ass kicking. I could see this being close. I could see this. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this one. So I'm honestly gonna go the Niners.
Okay.
Kyle Shanahan's been divisional game. Kyle Shanahan's coaching out of his mind as well. I mean, I hate to do it to you, buddy, but I'm gonna go Niners.
I'll go first here, Cole, so you're gonna have a lot more to say. I don't have much to say at all. I think this is the perfect draw for the Seahawks. I don't think you could have drew it up better. This is definitely the team you wanted to play if you're the Seahawks. And I think
100% agree.
I think the Seahawks get it done. Give me the Hawks.
Yeah. Little stat here. Kyle Shanahan has faced Mike McDonald now 3 times. Shanahan has not put up more than 17 points. And 2 of the games, he had Brock Purdy in complete hell. One of those was as the DC for the Ravens on Christmas Day when Purdy threw like 3 picks. The other one of those was week 1, which they beat us. They were fully healthy. You give them credit for that. The other one is week 18, 2 weeks ago, at San Francisco when they couldn't do jack squat. With Kittle, it sounds like they're going to get Pearsall back, which could be a little bit of a big deal. But they're not going to have Kittle. And I think this game's extremely close, but I just think Seattle they big boyed them. They big boyed them in week 18, and they're going to do it again. Darnold's not going to have to do much. And I think this is something like 24, 21, 19, 16. Like, it's going to be close. But Seattle will get it done this week. I'm not like confident, but because I'm the biggest pessimist
fan in the world.
Pessimistic, yeah, exactly. But it's not unthinkable that the 49ers can win this game, but I'm decently confident that we get this one. So like I said, I think it's the 7.5 point spread is kind of wild. I would definitely take 49ers plus the points.
I think
if you're betting the spread, because I think this game is definitely within that. But say what you will about Kyle Shanahan, Mike McDonald's had his number, and I don't see it changing. And our defense is just like you can make an argument that we're better than Houston. You can make an argument that we're not. Whatever. I think they're 1A, 1B. I think they're both damn similarly close. Both of our fronts.
Like the Broncos defense.
Broncos defense.
But the Broncos defense has been susceptible.
It's had moments of it's shown more weakness than ours have, but I think all 3 at their peak.
No, I'm not. I'm not discrediting. I just think we're 1A, 1B. Like, I think both of our
are the Broncos 1C or are they 2?
I'm gonna go 2.
Okay,
but not like an astronomical 2. Like, they're right there. They're 100% right there. But I think our fronts have so much depth. You know what I mean? Like, our front 4s, we can just rotate guys.
I agree.
Like, doesn't matter the drive. Well, Jaron Reed's been playing extremely well this year. He's not even a starter. Like, he comes in the second wave of our defense. We got edge. Yeah, exactly. We got Derek Hall, who comes in off the edge as the second guy. Chenna Nwosu, DeMarcus Lawrence, who y'all crapped on me for at the beginning of the year, that he was too old, and he is just tearing shit up this year.
It can show up.
Well, he is old, but I mean,
it's tough to be old in the winter. Let me tell you, I'm on the wrong side of 30 now. It's tough to be old in the winter.
Yeah, well, he's also playing in Seattle where it's going to be like 50 degrees. So the weather ain't coming into effect here, buddy. Been playing in it all year. So if he was going to Chicago or Green Bay, you could talk me into that. But
I don't think the cold is as much of a disadvantage as it used to be.
But our defense our defensive line's got dogs. Our secondary's got dogs. Just like Houston. We got multiple guys we could throw at you. Imanwari, Witherspoon, Wolin, Josh Jobe, Kobe Bryant, Tayakata, Julian Love. Like, we got so much depth. We got riches. And that defense is gonna put Purdy in hell again. They're not scoring. This isn't a shootout. I'll tell you what, if it's a shootout, San Francisco probably wins going away. But it's not gonna be a shootout. So I got Seattle in a close one.
Texans, Patriots. I'll lead the way on this one. Sawyer, as much as I fucking hate you and I want to pick the Patriots,
Yeah.
I just
No,
can't,
this-
dude.
this-
This Patriots offensive line cannot hold up against Houston's defense. It just can't. Dude, that's one of the worst offensive lines in the league, and Drake May was the most sacked quarterback in the league. There's Houston's gonna win, and oddly, the spread's 3.5 New England. Houston's gonna win by 10.
Sir, what I tell you in the last podcast.
I know your feelings.
Houston's gonna win this game. I don't think it's gonna be by 10. I think Drake May is mobile enough that it'll give your defense a little bit of fits, but not enough that he's winning the game. So I do have Houston here, but it's not going to be by 10. It's going to be a close game, and that's because if Houston had any sort of a trustworthy offense, I don't think the Super Bowl pick is close, but I don't trust Stroud. I'm sorry, I don't trust Stroud.
I thought both
But
of you were going to get through without mentioning it. I was about to be.
I trust Stroud enough to not blow this, that your defense takes over this game.
Oh, my point on Stroud, as much as I wanted to shit on Stroud because you shit on Love, I think he's going to be better than having 4 fumbles. And
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to happen. It's not
exactly.
And he threw the ball well outside of the interception last week. He's just got to take care of the ball, which he has done a great job of all year. That's the MO for this team. That's why at halftime of the Steelers game, or right after halftime when he threw the pick, I was just fucking put Davis Mills in, because all we need is somebody who doesn't turn the ball over in the game. Like, you just have to take care of the ball. And he had some good throws down the stretch to Christian Kirk, but it's just about, if we take care of the ball, we'll win this game. But it isn't the same as the Steelers game, where if we turn the ball over 3 times, we're gonna lose. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that I agree with. I agree.
I don't think you will. I don't think you will.
I don't think we will either. I think CJ will correct that, and we'll be fine in that regard. The Patriots defense, I know, like, national media is doing a huge, like, Patriots defense thing. Like,
they're throat goating the Patriots defense. Right
Yeah,
now.
they're not. They're okay. They're not as good.
It's a good defense.
Yeah, like, they're good.
Congratulations, your defense beat your defense put pressure on Justin Herbert with their 3rd string tackles.
They're bad offensive line too.
It's not like that's saying much.
But yeah, I'm really excited for this game. This is the matchup I wanted. I wanted to go see my good friend Mike Vrabel. D'Amico Ryans is who Mike Vrabel pretends to be. Let's not forget, Mike Vrabel's had exactly 1 top 10 defense in his entire coaching career, even though he's such a good coach and he's a defensive coach. Never has a good defense, but whatever. D'Amico Ryans is who
we won't talk about it.
Is. And D'Amico Ryans is not like calling himself daddy. He's not doing the shit that Mike Vrabel does. He doesn't need to get in front of a microphone and put on a show. He just silently goes about his business, does his job, and that's why we get the results. And I think the head coaching difference in this game is a fucking mismatch, and that's ultimately what's going to win us this game.
I don't think it's a mismatch, but I'll give you that. I think D'Amico has that, like, he's got that side. He reminds me a lot of Mike Mack, to be honest with you. Like, Mike Mack doesn't get in.
Remind you of D'Amico Ryans, because D'Amico's
whatever. Either way, they both get in front of the podium and they're like, they asked, it was week 18 and we were coming off of 1 day less rest and the 49ers were making a big deal about it. And Mike Mack goes, yeah, it's just same time and the place. Like, we're going to ball.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what D'Amico
No
reminds me of,
excuses,
too.
no
It's like,
fucking
there ain't
call.
no excuses. Like, let's just line them up and let's put them in hell. Like,
So are you taking the alternate line then of Houston minus 3.5?
what's the odds
yeah.
on that?
What is Can I get
I don't
that?
know. I'd have to look. Let me pull that up. But would you take it, Sawyer?
Dude, Sawyer.
I think
Sawyer, you know what a good teaser is? You know what a good teaser is? If you really believe in the Texans, you tease the Texans
with the Niners
because they're getting 3.5. Yeah, because they're getting 3.5. So the teaser would have to be like Texans minus like 4.5, and then you teaser the 49ers down to a half point, and that's probably plus odds. Like that's actually like I even like that bet. That's a good teaser. That's a good 7-point teaser right there.
There you go. Take that, people.
Yeah.
So anyway, so are you taking it or?
I mean, yeah, hypothetically, sure.
You can't take it. You can't take teasers on anything legally in Wisconsin. Just so you know.
I don't sports gamble anyway, but sure. In my mind, I'll take the Texans minus 3.5 or minus 4, whatever you need it to be.
Yeah. No, honestly, let's make that the bet for the group. Well, tease that because I bet you on FanDuel, you still get plus odds on that. You tease the Texans to 3.5 and the 49ers to minus a half point.
Plus 850.
Yeah. That's a really good tease for plus 850.
Yeah.
That's actually
we just gave you gold.
Yeah, we might have just given you guys gold.
Heard it here first. Bet the Houston Texans alternate.
Not Seattle's gonna win by like 40.
Yeah. And the Texans are gonna win by like 2.
Yeah.
Well, that half point is kind of a sucker because at that point you might as well take the Texans on a tease, and then what's that? The Rams Bears game's at 3.5.
The Rams Bears are LA minus 3.5 in Chicago.
So at that point, you're better off teasing the Texans to 3.5 and the Bears to 3.5.
Yeah.
And then taking the 49ers money line, because that's probably something like, because if you're teasing them down to a half point, you might as well take a money line.
Yeah, because the 49ers money line is plus 275.
Yeah. So at that point, that's probably something like plus 1250 on that teaser.
Yeah.
And that's some good money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's jump into Rams Bears. In Chicago, Rams are the favorite at 3.5. This is gonna be a hate watch for me, and I'm just gonna say LA figures it out. But fuck blows the doors off of them in Chicago.
I got Chicago here. I think the Bears are gonna win. The Rams defense concerns me. Granted,
I hate to say
Bears defense sucks too.
I kind of like that parlay we just came up with like a lot. Even though it involves my own team losing, like that seems like a.
Well, that's typical for you,
Josh. Can you figure out what those odds are on that tease plus Bears money line?
I'll try. It took me a while to even find this alternate line, but here I'll try.
But anyways, I too much lack of trust in the Rams defense right now. Obviously, the Bears defense sucks too, but the Bears know their defense sucks, so they're used to playing that way. And I think Ben Johnson will be fired up to go against McVay. And I just feel better about the Bears right now.
So I'll just say this, because I know I just said the Rams blow the doors off. I actually don't believe that. That's just more hatred than anything.
Yeah, because you saw the odds on this parlay. That's exactly why.
No, it's not even that. I was actually gonna say, like, before I said, like, just because I hate the Bears, I want the Rams to win. I'm going for Devontae now. Devontae
Adams, that's your guy.
Yeah. Rodgers was, now it's Devontae. So just got to root for the former Packers.
I thought it was MVS.
Hey, dude, Rodgers loved the guy. I don't know. Anyway, I hate to say, you guys, I think you're right. I think the Bears win. I really do. They've been doing this all year, dude. They suck in the first half. They figure it out. Like, fucking devil's magic happens in the fourth quarter. Like, what is Caleb Williams, like, the most comeback wins, playoffs and regular season, like, ever?
Something crazy like that.
It's something, or he's tied with somebody. I don't remember, but he's up there.
I'm still waiting on those odds.
I'm gonna look it up.
What a cakewalk for Seattle, though, if this comes to fruition.
Right. I know. My dream is that we get Chicago at home. Yeah. That would be ideal. I'm not going to lie.
It'd be very ideal. That being said, I'm not too upset if I get the Bills at home next week either.
Yeah, because Stroud always beats you, the Bills.
Yeah. I mean, even before Stroud, Josh Allen just can't beat Houston.
Not wrong.
He's got nightmares in that stadium.
He would have to go there too.
Yeah,
he would have to go there too.
We would play at home if it's Texans Bills.
All right, oh, come on.
These odds are going to be something nuts, and it's going to hit.
What else can we filibuster here?
Yeah, go for it while I'm looking this up because I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find what.
So you got another bet on like that Bills Broncos game you want to throw on that parlay?
I don't even know what the line is on it.
1.5 Bills. Last time I looked.
Bills. I would, I don't like anything there because I would be on the Bills. At least nothing with a plus sign makes any sense to me in that.
Oh, gross. Here, I got something that we can fill while I'm looking this up. Fire Doc Rivers.
I knew this was going to come up, and I ain't got time for this. I need to eat food.
It's too long an argument.
You need to tell me. You need to tell me what these damn odds are so I can go to bed.
All I need to say about that is if you're going to let John Horst make a top 10 pick for this franchise, you're an idiot.
Bet it because you're like plus 1975.
And that's like a plausible outcome.
Yeah, it's not insane.
It's not crazy. I would do it.
So what? $10 wins you $975.
Do it.
Yeah, if you listen, if any of y'all listening in legal sports betting state
or illegal, whatever you're into, I don't discriminate.
You need to make that tease. You need to make that play because that is nuts.
But please gamble responsibly. And if you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That is 1-800-GAMBLER.
I might have to drive to Illinois. I might have to drive to Illinois this weekend just to make that bet.
Now, speaking of also, that is as of January 14th at 9:10 p.m. So just if those odds change, not our fault.
Yeah, right. We're only responsible if you place the bet right now.
Yep.
And by the time you listen to this, it won't be right now. So we're not responsible.
But yeah, I guess I'll just end by saying good luck this weekend, fellas. I hope you're not on to basketball season like I am and going to enjoy every single bit of Bucks and Wisconsin Badger basketball from here on out because I'm done with the NFL for this year. So that's tough.
Go Hawks. Go Hawks.
Maybe we have a Super Bowl matchup on the pod. Who knows?
That would be sick.
Oh, God.
Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and X at Tavern Takes. Like and subscribe, share our stuff. Boys, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Deuces.